Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BlueInk22 and this is going to be a custom showcase video. Today I'm going to show you who who my custom character, her Endurance. Now as you can see, he's based on the RID 2015 warrior class Bumblebee. However, this particular one is based off of the Energon Hunt variant that comes with a light blue who inside some of the joint areas. Yes. Now, some of the story details is that he's basically inspired or slash based off of some of the design details from Transformers Ascension and Shattered Glass Bumblebee. He. In particular, the way how you remove the back kibble and fold the back door rings, and as well as in the head area. I gave him a mouth guard as well as colored in his eyes. However, on this one, I made it hit him a bit bigger than how they appeared here to be before, and on the figure themselves. However, I particularly painted him blue and black. Heck, the only real downside is I didn't have the particular shade of blue, so he's a bit lighter than I would like him to be. I plan to update and fix him sooner. However, some other details I like to share are the weapons as I customized for him. Now this is pretty much as based off of Optimus Prime's Ion Blaster that you got from the Voyager class figure. However, I removed the large back piece, and added a bit of kibble from an old model kit that I had that broke a while ago. As you can see, a part that completely can cover the hand, and as well as looks like it's formed from the hand. I basically use this weapon is because the Path Blaster from the Transformers Follow Cybertron Sideways is a bit too big for my liking, and I can't seem to find one at a reasonable price at current date. So I'm using this as a great substitute. However, one of my favorite details that I did for him are his arm blades. These are also inspired by Optimus Prime's type of arm blade that he had in Transformers Prime. However, as you can notice, they're these are Lego Hero Factory parts. Now, what I essentially did was cut down the plate at the plug-in pieces. So it's unfortunately unable to use as a regular Lego piece. However, I added a sort of 5mm port so it could fit into a character's hands, and cut a sword weapon and in half so it would fit into the actual arm and be within scale to use for this figure. Now I also happen to do it 2 times actually. Because I wanted this character to mostly be a sword user. However, for some reason, the left side isn't as good, mostly because I use a different type of peg than I did on the other one. Although, if you want to do your own, the most you would need is a pair of nipples and nippers that you would use for, say, a model kit of some sorts, and a hot glue gun. Any kind will do, in my opinion. Now, just to remove the weapons real quick, so you can get another good look at them. Now, the reason I used his particular Bumblebee was because I essentially like his design. On its own. It has the basic standards. There's shoulder or wheels, and car legs. However, I picked like this one in particular is because essentially it's a basic transformer mode, and if you're creative enough, you can make it into a completely new character of your own, or customize them into a different character. As for my particular person, I gave him a different color her mouth guard to show that it's not the exact same as his natural metal in the joints area, and gave him purple highlights on the energon spots, such as the chest, as lower parts of the shoulder, and lower parts of the legs, as well as right here. Give you guys a full view. Also, you don't have to worry about the back kibble. For the hinge joint is actually fairly easy to remove and can be reattached just as easily. If you want a traditional looking Bumblebee. And in all honesty, it looks just as good, but however, I prefer her having the kibble removed. Now, if you give me a minute, I will he's actually completely still transformable. However, or depending on the paint you use, it will chip it. So let's just do it real quick. Pick like. Hey. And there we go. Another reason I picked this figure in particular is because I also very much like the vehicle mode. It's mostly simple. And I actually don't remember if they particularly say it was inspired by the 70s Camaro that Bumblebee transformed in the first Transformers movie. However, I did kind of have a soft spot for that particular vehicle, and enjoy how this figure kind of reflects that. Also, it's great because if you want to have him have a different vehicle color, and a different robot color, you can essentially have this be a different color and have the robot at itself be a different color on its own. Another thing I like about this figure is the size of it. This was just before her figure hers officially started to get very tiny compared to Studio Series. However, is just small enough to be a effective just background character. For a size comparison, here is Studio Series He's Barricade that I customize into Sideways, or progress in customizing into Sideways. And Transformers The Last Night Barricade 8. And for universal scales, here is Transformers Prime Megatron, and Transformers Prime Voyager class as Optimus Prime. Hi. And I really like how the scaling works in between these guys in other considerations. Now, although in all consideration, I do recommend getting this figure. Regardless, even if you don't want to use it as a definitive Bumblebee, you can use it as pretty much just as any type of character. It makes a great for customizing base for original characters. Now, with that said, I hope you all enjoy. I look forward to making more custom showcases in the future. Take care.